Operating system is one of the most important system software. It contains a set of programs to control or to supervise the hardware parts of your computer. And it also manages the hardware, software's input, output, and the processing activities in your computer system. And it's said to be the very first program that runs to start your computer is the operating system. And no hardwares can be accessed, or means like no hardware parts in your computer can be accessed without an operating system. So here it means that it's a small set of programs where your hardware parts, such as the into your CPU contents, the parts into your CPU, is being made work using the operating system and also controls the input, output, and processing. Input devices are the keyboard and your mouse. Output devices are the printer and the monitors. And the processing is being done within the CPU or within the computer itself. And there are some operating systems available in the market. That's DOS, that's a DOS, Windows, Unix, Linux, and Solaris. These are some of the uh, softwares used for your popular softwares that's used for your personal computers. So this is an important diagram which represents the operating system or the working of operating system. So here are we as a user, and shell is the operating system. Hardware are the hardware parts, which means the CPU. And here kernel means a mediator between the operating system and the hardware. This kernel contains small instructions to make or to visualize or to supervise the hardware to work. So here as a user, we try to access the hardware part of your computer through the operating system. This operating system, to make use of this hardware contents or to enable this hardware contents, it tries to communicate with the kernel. Need of an operating system. When we say like we need of an operating system, the very important thing is that we utilize the hardware parts of your computer or some external hardwares like printers, scanners, etc. And another important thing is installing an application program in the computer. The application program is nothing but the external softwares like say for example you have your Microsoft Word, Excel, that's the Office edition, and some other softwares depending upon the user. He can install of his choice and he can make that to work installing in the operating systems. And the basic purpose a user tries to do is to make use of the hardware or to make the hardware parts to work. So these are some of the important needs of operating system. So this diagram here represents very clearly what are the functions of operating system. Here you can see the monitor and the printer acts as an output device. Your keyboard and the mouse is an input device. The application software that you wish to install in your operating system, and you make use of the disk drive to save the operating system and to save your documents or your informations in your disk drive. So this is all about operating system, and let us do a quick review. The operating system is nothing but a small set of programs to make your hardware to work. It manages the input, output, and the processing within the computer system and makes your hardware part of your CPU to work. Kernel represents a small algorithm programs or a set of small instructions to make the hardware work with the help of operating system. So here we as a user try to access the hardware with the help of operating system. And the need of the operating system is to install the application programs in the computer, as well as to make use of the memory, the monitor, keyboard, printer, and all other input and output devices. And let us see what are the types of operating systems are available and their functions in our next videos.